One, I hope you guys are well. Hayi ke andiyazi imomisha endiyenzileyo andibhizi ndiyarekhoda kanti I'm not recording. Ndizorealize kwasendigqibile, how do you recry if I was crying ke ngoku benzayithini loo nto? But anyway, my name is Marungu Machisa. I can't believe I'm doing this now. My name is Marungu Machisa. For those who might not know me, in case the post is being shared, I am completely no expert on this, but it's information that I normally share with parents that I'm practicing it at home. So it might something that you already know. By all means, you can pass the video. But I love sharing information that I'm learning. I work as an SGP at my school, and I'm on the portfolio of academics, finance, and I'm heading the disciplinary portfolio as a chair on that. And I'm also the vice chairperson of the SGP. So it has opened me a room for me to learn a lot of things from the teachers that I'm serving with. It's amazing the things that I wouldn't know normally as a parent. And I also have a leadership experience and a skill, which is I'm combining them so that we can be able to raise these kids and assist them academically. So I wanted just to give you that bit of a background in case you're wondering what is she on about. I wanted to share firstly the exam preparations. We are approaching, actually, we are already in the middle of the last term. And it's a very, very short term. We are left with 3 weeks already for us to be able to finish everything and write the exams within that. And I'm going to be dealing with two things: the parents who are anxious because their kids didn't do well, and those who want them to do better. But before I can give you the pointers, I want us as the parents to know that when you are anxious, so is our kids. So if you calmer, the kids, they also get calm. They get from us the energy. Even if you were annoyed by the exams, put those emotions aside. Shrink, because they are not going to change anything right now for you to be pushing and being mad because of the previous exams. We need to be able to have better results for this term. So that's what I wanted to bring up first. There are 5 pointers that I'm going to bring. You need to be able, by now the schools have taken out the timetable, so you need to be able to be in a space where you already taken out your timetable so that we can be able to, I'm busy trying to put out the raw information. So you need to be able to be, by now, have your timetable. If you're not, please ask your child to give it to you. They've been given by the schools. The schools are very much prepared than previously. So you should be having a timetable, and then you check the subjects. When are they being written? Reason for that is for you to be able to pick out the ones that you know that the child didn't do very well on them, the ones that maybe you know that your child gets anxious to study them, and any other subjects to add than that. The reason for that, you need to prioritize now your studying time for them. For the subject that is easily sailing through, you keep them as they are. So the ones that you know that maybe didn't do very well and is also normally anxious when it comes around to that subject, you start planning around them on your weekly planner, which is, I will share the weekly planner as well. You put those subjects on the days where you know that it's the beginning of the week, and you need to concentrate more on them. That means you will do them more than the other subjects during the week. What I like about it, during the exams, the sports, they normally stop. You don't normally having sports during the exams. So that time of the sports, that is where we're going to insert the subjects for the kids to be able to study and all that. So that is number one, the timetable. Gather your timetable and put in place. It makes you to be able to in order, and you know exactly, as much as that you're not going to keep the dates, but your mind is already telling you, but okay, in next week time, Neo is writing physics, and I know that he panics with the physics, so I need to prepare him and his mind. Subjects, as I mentioned already, number two, that you pick up the ones that they failed or they didn't do well on, or they are anxious about them, even yourself, so that you can be able to have a plan, so they can be able to find out if maybe someone else can help your child if you're not affording a tutor, where you can be able to check the YouTubes have got a lot of nice videos that assisting the kids on so many things. So you cannot be stuck on this day and age when it comes. There's even OWL. Is it AI or OWL? They pull out everything that you are looking for. You are able to go to the teachers and ask to highlight for you what's on the subjects that you are concerned. Like, let's say he had a 4. So you say, what is it that you think that I need to concentrate on him on the subject, so that you can be able to. There are parents who are frustrated with Afrikaans. Go and speak to your teacher. Find your friends who are able to be comfortable with Afrikaans. You prepare that subject in that manner. You don't just say, okay, hey, we are balang 15. Funeka ube ready ke on what? Bring the resources on the table for them. Find people, find the website, and then you put them on the Lantoka, on the desktop or somewhere, so that you, when you are opening that subject, everything that is needed for that subject is there. That is why what's what I mean when I'm saying number 2 subjects. Number 3, that's the weekly planner. The one there are a lot of weekly planners you can even create yourself based on your family structure, you know. But there's a weekly planner that actually I've been designing it going back 2017. I think in 2020 it helped a lot of parents back 2017. I think in 2020 it helped a lot of parents when we were frustrated with the lockdown. And I revamped it along the years. And I mean, it's the one of week planner that has been shared by my school, yes, to the parents, so that they can be able to use. That means the academic department, so it fits that you can be able to assist the parents, especially those who are working. So I really wanted to bring that so the weekly planner also brings them to be disciplined, and it brings order in the family, because even if usemsebenzini, guys, weekly planner and efrijini, are you following it? What is the next step at 4 o'clock? What are you doing? Oh, mommy, I'm supposed to be studying. Are you studying? No. Then when I come back, I want you to be able to see what you are studying. Follow the weekly planner. I will share on the next video the frustrations of that. I've got so many parents after I've sent them the weekly planner, the things that they were going to. I'm busy trying to change. Like for January, I'm gonna make a lot of changes to make it more easier and easier for parents based on their demand in terms of work and timelines and all that. Maybe I should have a website, yes, that is gonna be dealing with that, not a page, because I'm struggling to manage any pages of Facebook. Hence, I don't like pages. So maybe I will create a website so that you can even able to download. If there's a parent or neighbor who can help me on that, where you can be able to download the Word documents and PDFs and all that, because Facebook doesn't allow that when we are attaching it. Then question papers. On my previous post, I posted some few, it's 2 page, actually 2 websites that my children are using to pull out the the previous question papers. That helps a lot, because question papers, it gives a reflection of how much the kid understands the subject. So, for example, you give him the question paper, don't worry, it comes with a memo. There's no way that I can know everything. So it comes with a memo, and I solely rely on that personally, guys, on that memo, especially on things like Afrikaans, physics, maths, and all that, because it will tell me how much that child doesn't understand. Let's say it gets a 60% on that crash question paper, then that means I need to concentrate on the 40% of why you don't understand that 40%. What is it? What is your difficult for you to fail or to get these answers wrong? You are able now to take even that question papers, answers that were wrong to the teacher. Sorry, teacher, my child, we're doing this Lantuka. It looks like she's struggling or he's struggling on this subject in terms of this area. So can you be able to maybe to find out what is it, so that we can be able to assist him at home? The tutor, the right people. Guys, we post crap on Facebook a lot, so you can always post on your wall. There are a lot of people, you'll be so amazed that they are knowledgeable about that subject that can help your child. Guys, I'm struggling on this question. How do you tackle it? You will be so amazed how people can be able to assist you. The help is there. It's just that we are always thinking that this is your problem. It's not your problem. It's global. A lot of people are struggling, and it's not because you are not clever or your child is not clever. And then calmness. I mentioned it at the beginning, and I'm closing with it again as a fifth point, that you need to be calm. Calm, calm, calm. You being mad is not going to change the situation. If your child, for example, didn't do very well at school, at the last exam, the main thing that you need to do now is not to shout and remind that child that you failed on the last term. So I'm not expecting the same thing. Remember the point 2, which is subjects, weekly planner, and question papers, are the resources that will assist you to do better for this term calmly. So if now you are reminding your child, you're already tempering on that mental and emotional space psyche that is already shaky because of they know that they didn't do well, they know that they were reckless or they were not caring and all that. You don't need to remind them that. How can we improve, both of us, for the next step? The reason I'm bringing these things, most of the time when the results come in, we don't want to take accountability as parents that we didn't prepare our kids for the school. We allow the teachers to do all the things. Now that I'm working as an SGP, I protect my teachers, guys. They are doing the most to assist our children. But Tina, as parents, we are not coming for our 50%. Remember, okay, I don't want to use the middle finger, but remember, there's a teacher, there's a child, and there's a parent. The main person here is this person. I'm not going to bring the finger up. Okay. The main person here is the child. And then these other two are the parents and the teachers. So we need to come together, like together in terms of assisting the person in the middle, which is the child. So you need to bring your 50% in the table as a parent to assist on the passing of the exam. Same thing as the teachers, they need to bring their game. So you cannot come and say that the school didn't prepare the kids, why we are no longer getting the scope and what. The Department of Education is no longer giving out, guys, the scope. Kids, they are just told you need to read chapter 10 to chapter 15. In between there, that is where the exam is going to be. They are no longer doing that because our kids, they're starting to becoming lazy with their brains. So hence now we need to bring resources. So I'm using the parental side. I'm bringing the 50% of the parents to you, that prepare, bring the resources. Hence, I'm sharing these resources to you so that we can be able to assist the teachers and your child for the better results. So those are the things that I wanted to bring up in terms of exam preparation. My next video is going to be sharing about the actual weekly planner. There are a lot of parents that, can you please share the weekly planner for us again, because it's exams and what. Try to make it shorter. So I'll try to make the weekly planner shorter so that we can be able to tackle it. I hope that was helpful, and I hope that you can be able to please ask any questions. I might not be answering on these videos because I'm taking a break on Facebook. I know I'm taking it at the wrong time. The exams, I'm getting messages on the inbox that, can you postpone until after the exams? I'll think about it because I need to finish my book. I need to take a break so that I can breathe as well in my book as well. It's starting to slack a bit. So I think that's all for this video. Then we're gonna be able to do another one when I'm done with this one. Hi everyone.